Surprise! I am still here. Yes. Hey, buddy. Well, I'm realizing my mouse is losing battery. I'm looking for another USB-C cable to charge it. It says only one USB-C cable to use my controller and the other one to charge my mouse. My mice, my squeak squeak. Squeaker squeaking, squeaker squeak. Boy. Alright. I'm just gonna put some whatever Orpheon Mega Man Battle Network Star Force music while I am away from my microphone, so that way people don't think I'm just not here. I will play the Persona music, but I have not good experiences doing anything that is related to Atlas. Sadly, because like holy crap, I would love to just play the Shin Megami soundtrack. It doesn't. I don't have issues with it, or issues don't show up when it's a video. Only when it's a stream. Oh my goodness. I'm just seeing the emo of Midnight. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. So far, I've never had the Atlas Angels come after me. Well, I tried streaming Persona 4 and Persona 5. Granted, this was many years ago, so I did see the ninjas show up when I was trying to do Kanji-kun in 4. Yeah, I know the dragon. That's why I'm like so cute. Oh, I'm looking for my cable. So I'll look for my cable. Yeah. What's up? I thought I really thought that was. What part on your Nintendo Switch? Oh gosh. None of these cables are in. I have another one. Hey, I was. It's very comfortable. Maybe I left it outside. I fear the soundboard may not be working. Oh, hold on. I just forgot to load the steam pot. That was on me. It's legit on me. Okay. Alright, I have it loaded. Midnight, what sound did you redeem? I could play it for you for free.
Hello, you nerd. No jack of cards? Hi, Midnight. Where's the Orpheum itself?
There was a crocodile.
There was a Croco one?
Well, That was because I didn't have the soundboard on.
The sound on.
Yeah. I did not have the what do you call it?
Yay!
The streamer bot. I forgot to activate.
Yay!
There it is. I just forgot to activate streamer bot. That was literally on me. I keep forgetting that it's not just like Streamlabs where like it happens automatically. Because all that stuff is in a server somewhere. These are literally local files on the computer. How else are you guys supposed to access it if I don't open the app? It gives you guys access. Can you sell? Can you tell? So looking for that internet, don't ask cable. Like I don't know where I place my switch. Well,
You place it somewhere, that's for sure.
that indeed is true. Well, I guess I'll have to use this tiny one. In the meantime,
I'm boiling an egg.
oh,
Yes.
I had eggs with pinto. And for those who don't know
Oh.
what pinto is, it is my home favorite rice with beans.
Yay!
Yay, beans. Frijolitos.
I'm just doing like some like store-bought salmon and some crushed eggs on the top.
You tell me you didn't fish your own salmon?
I don't fish my own salmon. What do I look like to you? Winnie the Pooh?
We need to put this in fish or something.
Now that they show it, he also apparently murders people.
Where, where are you getting this information?
From the horror movie.
Horror movie, Five Nights at Freddy's, Freddy Fazbear?
Yeah, there's a Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
Downstairs with my backpack, that would be very fun, but I think that's gonna be the case.
I don't think so. Peanuts and beans are not the same, especially because beans are starch and peanuts are actually protein.
I have avoided them because I was told they were adjacent to peanuts. I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you midnight, but I don't really.
I I I don't know how. I mean, it's because they're both like seeds or something. I don't know,
I mean,
but I don't. I think beans are a lot closer to potatoes, just because both are starch.
yeah, I mean, I'm no foodologist, but to me, they're not. They don't really seem the same. Legumes, maybe, but like frijoles. Like I've had friends who have peanut allergies. They still eat beans. I haven't met someone around here who has peanut allergies that immediately also not happens to not eat.
Yay!
Because if that's the case, and I guess coffee is also like peanuts because they're also beans.
I was going to say, like, if beans and
If that's
peanuts
the
are
case, why
close,
can you
then
drink coffee but not eat beans? That's my question. All right. Well, I'm loading now the game. I've deemed this. If my mouse dies middle of the stream, I'll just disconnect my controller. Because I don't really want to go downstairs to look just for fucking cable. Especially since I'm planning to keep this stream short. I know it's not the usual They Say stream, but like I said, I'm trying to some more things.
I mean, this woman's blaming you.
What?
What are beans? Because they're legumes.
Yeah, but I have a family member who's like allergic to peanuts, but they still eat black beans. I've eaten black beans with them and they haven't died. I'm not advocating for the fact that maybe Midnight can eat beans. I'm no doctor. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is like, all right, this is the first time I hear somebody say that like I cannot eat that because of all this, but then I have my cousin who's like, oh yeah.
But also admit that like seeds allergies are a lot bigger, apparently.
I mean, my cousin cannot like take a whiff of a peanut.
I mean, like
these nuts
the spectrum of like peanuts and legumes will like almost a lot of different kinds of beans will murder this person.
Well, this is the Albert show, and Albert loves his beans.
That is true. No, there's no bean hate in this channel.
Mm.
Hey, my egg stopped boiling. All right, I'll be back.
Bye-bye. All right, there's the game. All right. In today's stream, I will try and complete the thing that I couldn't do last stream. Or try or die trying again and again. All right. The game started. Yeah, attempts will be made. That they're successful, I'm sure they won't be. That I will get maybe frustrated? Oh, absolutely. I think that's to expect. It comes with your free the free supply of copium that these streams provide, you know. I already forgot what I was. Oh. Now we came down here. I think the biggest compliment I can give the ROM hack is that it really does a good job at capturing like that spirit of Metroid fusion and the in-between stuff here and there. If it weren't for like the hard Kaizo sections, then like it would have been even more up my alley. But even then, oh shit. Yes, I do want this power bomb. I also like the fact that music is slightly different, you know? Or at least some of them. I don't think it's for the entire soundtrack, but I've noticed, like, alright, it's the same melody, but they're remix tracks. And I also do like that the green X-Parasites in this mod also restore power bombs. It just makes, like, collecting them way easier, and then, like, you can afford to, like, alright, have more moments where the players use them. Oh my goodness, is that a robot? A beep boop? All tracks are original and super sound engine. Yeah, this one just sounds way too similar to the like original one, but I can hear the difference in like the drum and the percussion and drums and stuff. And like in that portion of the song. How's the day been, Lizard Sim? Yeah, well, it's been doing good. I was doing some application stuff, but I decided to do a little stream, because why not? Even reuses beta tracks that were found in files. But yeah, I mean, it's been good so far. It's gonna get way more like busy for me come later this month, so I might be doing the stream implementations that I wanted to do closer to October to maybe have that in time ready for like Halloween.
Halloween.
Spooky. Oh no, no.
And now I let my egg cool down for 6 minutes.
For 6 minutes?
Yeah.
Why so long?
Well, to make sure that the layer between the shell and the egg doesn't stick into it. If you let it for like stay for like 6 or 4 minutes on the iced water, it cools it down completely and doesn't stick.
Yeah, but then you are eating a cold egg.
Oh, I'm gonna crush it on top of salmon. That's gonna be cold anyway.
Yeah, true. I'll be honest, with all the other bullshit things that I've been dealing with this game, the core X that shoot back at you are probably the main ones that I would maybe try and tweak a little bit. Just because I think the hitbox is very janky. That's big praise considering the creator of the hack spent 3 years trying to redesign the sound engine, which was always a nightmare. Oh wait, is the new stream stuff happening soon? It was happening soon, but I mentioned in the mod chat why they're not happening again, why it's not happening as soon. So, excuse me. That way you guys would know. You know, I gave the mods an update on the whole situation because it's also going to affect a little bit of the Orpheon video productions. No, you didn't, Midnight. You typed it on the same day. You just, I guess, forgone. Now I feel sad. My friends forget. I thought I was friends.
I forget about my own life.
Core X's are getting an update in the getting an update. All right, that's pretty cool. For me, that they.
Oh, but you know what Midnight doesn't forget?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, Shateley. Yeah, Midnight, in the same way that you forgot to play Xenoblade X.
Oh, no, I was gonna say that Midnight doesn't forget about Silksong.
Yeah, she forgot because that game isn't real. What if I put a no Silksong like clause on the server? Like we cannot talk about it anymore.
What about Silksong?
Yeah. Just want to imagine the collateral damage and shit posting that would create. Another thing I wish this ROM hack did that I've seen in like other ROM hacks in randomizers is the swapping of maps, because at least with like the original Fusion, they kind of told you where to go. And I do like the fact that I don't know where I'm supposed to go here, but not being able to check like the other maps to just like see where I backtracked it before or not, would just make it a little bit more easy. Is this where it came from? Yeah, this is where it came from. Fighting the SAX. Alright. And I restored power to the BSL. Gosh. Speaking of where to go, good luck trying to find the right way. But find the safe station in the map ASAP. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to see. I think the nearest one is either that one that's also near the main deck, or this one over here, which is kind of where we're coming from, but why not? It's right next. You're never gonna get me alive, Key Hunter. Oh shit. Sabesians may be different. Oh yeah, you just gotta go through the Sabesian shit. Oh, I got plasma beam now.
The Besian.
Oh. That just nuked him. Like oblibibust. Sweet. Well, there's like a passageway over there that I couldn't go through. I still haven't forgot about the Sector 4 little Erekun guy that I did not save. I discovered him, but then I died and I didn't go back to save him. I thought that he would make a delicious snack for the X-Parasites, like everything else in the universe, you know? I also don't know if the mod is using the same logic as Fusion. But, like, I feel like I never get the X-Parasites that I'm looking for, and they fly away way too quickly before I can, like, yum them. Ah. Alright. Fake floor. Just gotta space jump my way through it. And now I'm noticing that, like, charge beam trick, or issue, quirk, whatever you want to call it, where, like, it doesn't feel like it's charging if I'm, like, somersaulting or something, but I don't know if that's just, like, I'm not getting the audio feedback, and that's just tripping me up. Could be. I'm just asking so that way I know what is me and what's just like something in the game. Because usually when I play these, especially fan or indie projects, I try to like offer limits of the super engine. It's a shame because I really feel like it. No. I don't know I can make it over there.
Not with that attitude.
Not with this attitude, for sure. It's yet another one of those things that make it so that Super Metroid is not my favorite, you know? Ah, shit. I saved. The creator insisted to make it playable on real hardware at all costs. Yeah, okay, that is super cool and even more commendable. My question is mostly like, with like all these years of optimization and stuff like that, and giving all the other crazy things that are in this game that weren't in the original Super Metroid, would adding that change to the charge beam even be feasible? You know?
It is.
I mean, I haven't really played trying to make a ROM hack or the limitations of a Super Metroid and stuff like that, but it just makes me wonder if it's something that, like, you could do it. Is this the fabled John Orpheon? No, it's the fabled John Dorpheon. Is this the guy with the tomboy laser GF? Just leave my laser alone, guys. What has she done to you?
Apparently, a lot of things.
Yeah, Metroid Fusion needed a mode that you use the classic Vari suit like Metroid Prime. That honestly be cool. I just I really wouldn't have an issue with it. Like I've always been an advocate for Metroid games to bring back that sort of Samus Returns thing where you or Metroid Prime where you just play with a different suit just for a different coat of paint. I guess it just would make the interactions with the SAX even funnier. Not having the mini map is entirely a VRAM issue. Like, yeah, that's why I kind of am assuming that was the issue. But like the charge beam kills me a little bit more. It's just because of like my muscle memory is more Fusion than Super. So that I am aware that I am playing a Super Metroid mod, but you cannot call it X Fusion and make it look and sound like Fusion and not expect me to whine and complain about it.
Oh, wait, was the issue again?
Wow. That the mod is trying to like be able to be playable on like actual
Yeah, Super Nintendo hardware.
yeah, so I'm asked the reason this doesn't have the mini map on the top right corner or the same charge sort of function as the original Fusion is because of the limitation. So odd. Oh yeah, I forget that power bombs in this game don't reveal blocks. Alright, I need the screw attack to get out of there, I guess. So it ain't from here.
I mean, sure enough, there's really no Super Nintendo games that had a mini-map.
Yeah, I can't really think of any.
But I don't know if there was a hardware limitation or just like a... What do you call it? A cause of its era?
Check the ceiling. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Sorry, Gabe?
Oh, my egg stopped cooling. Stopped cooling. I don't know if like the minimap was a hardware limitation or just a cause of the era.
According to chat, it was like an issue with the VRAM and stuff. What the fuck? Hello? Next time play Pokemon Fusion, we need to try and get a Joltik to fuse it with an Eevee for a bit. Maybe. Huh. Okay, I kind of just wish the camera panned up with me so I could see what I was supposed to do, but... I figured it out.
I mean, I just find it weird. Because a minimap doesn't really affect directly by the hardware.
I mean, I'm just saying what chat is saying.
Hmm?
I'm not really a Super Nintendo connoisseur.
Well, me as a, you know, literally study game design.
Yeah.
Alright. If I have to think about it, it wouldn't be a VRAM limitation, it would be a CPU limitation.
Chat is saying, as nonsensical as it sounds, the minimap in OG Super used an insane amount of VRAM. This is why it's missing in some scenes. And no amount of optimization for X-Fusion could bring it back.
That's what I'm saying, because like it wouldn't be an issue of VRAM, it would be more an issue of CPU. Because VRAM is just the what is showing to you visually, and a minimap is just showing visually a pixelated version of a very condensed small version of whatever map you're in. The CPU, on the other hand, because the CPU was a recon something, I don't remember the actual number. It was about 3 megahertz. and we'll have to try, and it basically will be a limitation of the memory, because you have to track your location and position and direction that you're moving to. And for larger maps like Metroid, Zelda, and it's Final Fantasy,
My beloved.
having to track your current location frame by frame it will like cause issues.
My question for chat is, given that this game has like 2 different modes that you can download, right? The Super Nintendo and the GBA, and I understand that it's mostly for controls and all that other stuff, but would it be feasible and or fun to just have a version that is trying to emulate this on like a Game Boy Advance technology? But I guess that would be more difficult given the fact that, you know, it's a Super Nintendo, not a Game Boy, and there's a lot of hardware differences and stuff like that. But it's just so like, you know, you bring back some of those Game Boy Advance.
You mean emulate this for a
functionalities,
Game Boy Advance?
I guess.
Is that what you're asking? Like emulate this on the Game Boy Advance?
Not necessarily. It's more like, I mean, in a way, like, there's the spirit of trying to make this game with the original Super Metroid hardware.
Yeah.
But, well, you know, I guess there's a lot of issues and stuff like that. But like, just bringing back some of that functionality. I'm just talking as I'm trying to find out where I'm going. It's not really like pro or con in the game.
I mean, it is 100% feasible to port any Super Nintendo to Game Boy Advance.
I mean, it's just the engine, I guess.
It wouldn't be directly, but you'll have to rewrite and adapt some stuff because, you know, control mapping and stuff. It's more of a porting nightmare than an impossibility.
Well, I feel like I'm hitting a little bit of a wall because I'm trying to think, where would a plasma beam be useful for? Without being able to see the other maps, I don't really remember much of where I've been in the other areas. That's why I suggested, like, if it were possible to just put, like, a feature that lets you see the other maps, like some randomizers tend to have. Just because, like... Wait, maybe Adam could tell me something. But then again, I've noticed that Adam says a lot of nothing. Can't even talk to him here.
There is an official ROM hack of Super Metroid that you can play on GBA. That's already happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No idea.
They call it literally Super Metroid GBA.
Lol.
Like, since I met you, the more I know is like, if there's something about Metroid you can think of, someone probably already has done it.
Well, nobody's done my Elma mod on a Metroid game, so checkmate, gay theists.
Well, yeah, of course, use the Zero Mission engine. It is still a Super Metroid port. Because again, you cannot port directly from the Super Metroid to the GBA. You need to modify some aspects to it. Mainly because of the Nintendo has this thing called the Special Mode 7, which allows for rotation and scaling on the Super Nintendo, which is not possible on the GBA. The GBA, what it does is uses some transformations to like fake rotation and scaling.
Elma mod in Mother Man. That'd be funny. When do you fight Nightmare?
My egg.
When do you
My
fight?
egg. I'll be back.
When do you fight Mother Brain? Nightmare, I mean? I have no idea. This is the first time I play this mod, and I'm honestly just trying to make sense of this puzzle in the first place. There's a lot of cryptic shit in this mod. Gabe Thea says in Gabe, G-A-B-E. Don't go insinuating other things. Find the GBA, A Link to the Port, super impressive. That's how I played Link to the Past when I was a kid, actually. Maybe I just need a wave beam for that. I never really had like a Super Nintendo growing up. My friends, my cousins, had one with like a PlayStation and all this other stuff. So that's normally how I played a bunch of those games. No, sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Okay, I'm just clarifying, Brain. I meant it as a Gabe, G-A-B-E. As in my friend Gabriel, Gabe. You know. I'm thinking that maybe I have to go to this upper section. I haven't been through there, and the only way we can reach it is through Sector 1. And now that I'm thinking about it, there was that sort of lava portion in Sector 1 that I kept, like, that had, like, a place on the left that I could not go. Yeah, Gabe Newell is my friend. What do you think I have so many games on Steam? Alright, there we go. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Oh, Sector 3. Sure, let me check the map. I mean, there's also things I haven't explored in Sector 3. There's an A. What did the A rooms mean in this mod again? Auxiliary power. Alright. Now I guess the other question would be is do I really... I'm assuming there might be a point in the game where I'm like, oh, you gotta bring all these back up. Or some shit. Bum ba bum 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 do 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 boom boom. Okay, they make you come back here twice. Bam bam. Alright. Activate all 6 of them. And then you go to the endgame sector. Alright, so it is as I thought. It's like the chose your artifacts of this game. Yo, welcome, monkey, I guess. Alright, so go down. Metroid Other M ROM hack for either Super or SNES or GBA sounds interesting. Are you saying like bringing Other M into those hardwares? BSL pick stupid lab, or as Krogelmeyer put it in that one video, bullshit laboratories. Well, now with X-Fusion, a person could do an Other M hack with X-Fusion as a basis, since it does have scenario coding. Oh, okay, so bring all the monkeys, all the Edecoons, and I get a good ending, I'm assuming. Giving how these games tend to be, I guess. Or games in general, I should better say, nowadays. I've already found a few. Another one of them, I just, on Sector 4, like I mentioned, I just didn't, I died, and then I went to fight Ceres, as I was being confused in how I get into Ceres' room. And then on my way out, I was, like, already too conveniently placed on the right track for me to go back all the way over there and try and find that last Edecoon, so, that other Edecoon, so. I've only found two of them. This one that I just saved and this other one. Like if Other M was a classic 2D game. Yeah, that sounds kind of fun. Might even work. Alright, yeah, because there's all that other portion we couldn't go because I didn't have
And I'm back.
the right method, so. Let's head over here. Welcome back.
I got my shaman.
Your shaman?
My shaman.
Your shaman.
But I'm sad because I don't have salted crackers.
Ooh.
I'm gonna raw dog eating this shit.
Oh my gosh. Do you have capers?
Nah.
I like capers.
Me too.
Welcome back, Mr. Newell, says chat. Gabe Newell.
I also didn't have onions.
Can't believe some people defend this story. Won't spoil it for those who haven't seen it at all. Goes to show there's some weird people within the Metroid community. I mean, I think there's weird people in any community. Like
that is true. That is true.
There's a weird people, period. So there will be every community that has like things that.
I mean, have you seen the? A friend of mine told me this story, and I thought the people that play Yu-Gi-Oh were bad, but holy shit.
Oh shit! This one's different.
Apparently, there's some really colorful people that plays Warhammer 40k.
I haven't played Warhammer.
I will love to play Warhammer, but it is not a.
I'm too broke for it.
Not so much as a broke. For example, there's like you have your faction, And each faction have their own codex on how to play them, you learn them, what they can do, etc, etc. And the codex is literally like half of a novel. So what? You learn how to play yours, but then there comes this other guy with his own faction. You have to know about that other faction. So literally, unless you like live and breathe that game for like your entire life, it's not a game that anybody can just pick up.
Yeah, I mean, tends to be the case with most card games. If you think about it.
Yeah, but I think it's a lot easier to enter when it's a card game, especially if it's Pokemon or Magic, where they have rotation.
I don't really think so, but because like with a rotation, you're asking people to be up to date with the rotation itself. But to go back to what I wanted to say is that, you know, there's always weird in the community. I'm always open for different ideas and stuff like that. I think that it's just a case of like what you might consider weird in terms of writing in this case, I guess. But like, I'm playing this blind, so I wouldn't be able to give much of an opinion yet. Nightmare has moved into this sector and now causing various gravitational issues. Besides, the door system's completely stuck. Monster is extremely careful, Nightmare. I should show that thing who is the real Nightmare here. I, Samus No Chill Aaron. Like, for example, almost in every community it has its weird people in it. Like, for example, Orpheon, who will never admit that his Elixir is a tomboy.
That is true. That's the weirdest part of this community.
Brian, where's the tax? Where's the tax?
Yeah, you need to pay the tax, Brian.
Pay
the
toll!
Pay the toll, Brian.
Sorry, I wanted to be as loud. I said that away as far away as I could from the microphone, given where I'm at, but it's still. Yeah, I mean, if you want that to actually go into the allegations, you have to pay the tax. Else, what you say here stays in the stream chat forever and disappears as soon as this stream is chat. Oh fuck. Well, that's
now
Mewtwo.
we'll actually
that's Mewtwo.
we'll actually
that's,
edit it out.
This is Tombo, so I don't know what Tombo could be anything.
Oh, he's paying the tax from before, but he doesn't want to pay twice. Well, he only said Tombo. Smart.
Yeah, he only said Tombo.
Smart. You're smart. You're smart.
I don't make the rules.
You'll enforce it. We know.
Yeah, I mean, Croco was the one who made the rules. The tax is going to help us in our new place. Because Croco and I are moving in together. Hooray!
Yay!
Yay! So any of these is gonna be going into just making sure that we can get stuff for the new place type of shit. Mostly food, if I'm being perfectly honest. Oh gosh. All right, so there's the door locked. Door locked. Time to find for hidden passageways. Alright, found one. Hooray. Border. Whoa! Oh, that's the nightmare thing that they mentioned. Oh shit, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Okay, that's a little bit... Well, okay. So, I guess the gimmick is there are these, Metroid-like enemies that spawn out of thin air. I will double check to see if there's anything that tells me where they are before they show up. Because that felt like yet another. I know I say this a lot before, but a Kaizo trap. All right.
I mean, a lot of it feels like a Kaiser trap.
Yeah, I don't see anything that tells me that one of these guys is gonna show up out of the blue and just fuck me over. Like that one. Yo. I'm gonna have to deal with these guys just appearing every other room? Fuck. Alright. And with the physics are fun though. At least they die quickly. Well, there's no save room here. Are those mock droids? I don't know. They seem to kind of be. I'm assuming, given the fact that we can kill them without
Freezing them.
Yeah, freezing them. Thank you.
See, I learned stuff.
To be fair, if you didn't learn anything from just being my neighbor, I would just give up. I just find it funny that mock droids can get infected by the X-parasites, given they have the same sort of energy siphoning abilities as the originals, but what do I know? One does not simply grasp a bird magic. Yeah, I guess that's what. You know, if like any of these ROM hacks or shit that I play say that like their excuse to my questions is bird magic, I will take it. So who would I be? Gosh, I really hate Super Metroid's physics. Ah! Alright. No, what? Why did I fall? Alright.
Because you didn't look down?
Maybe.
Actually, the other way around, because you looked down. Looney Tunes rules.
Alright, I'm in the highest block. But I keep letting go even though I don't let it go. Okay, there we go. So I can't donate bits yet. Need to work on my credit card bank thingy, so I'll pay you 10 bits in the future, hopefully. No worries, dudes. The only reason I'm suggesting it is because like Rocco said it'd be funny if we just put that to and find like another way to encourage people to just donate and or contribute. So I can go back up. Can't really seem to do space jump. Not what I wanted to do. Fuck, I gotta climb this wall. I gotta climb this wall. And gosh, now
Climb that wall.
it's funny because like again, this is running on the Super Metroid engine, so you can tell that they've used these to simulate. Gosh. Can I just
Space
quit
jump.
the game and restart from the save room? Because I don't really want to do this jump.
I mean, at some point you're gonna have to.
I'm just gonna restart. There we go. Can you grapple the zoomers? I don't know. Don't know why that did not work. Why did I not charge my speed booster? Right.
Okay, good. I don't know. Oh yeah, the Metal Gear game. It's a remaster, not a remake.
Yeah. I thought that was obvious.
And I thought it was a remake, honestly.
They always mention it more of a remaster than a remake.
I only saw like the one trailer and I thought, oh, remake. And they never say anything else. A friend of mine was playing it, and then I was like, wait, those are the lines from the original. Didn't they just like record them? Like, nah, they use the same ones except for like a few tutorial versions. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's just a remaster.
No. No. No, fuck.
You missed.
Gosh, this game has a thing for these secret passageways. Oh yeah, I can't use missiles. I mean, if there's no easy way for me to just get the fuck out of here, I'm just gonna reset this game again, because slow as molasses. Alright, let's reset this again.
Metal Gear Solid Delta is not a remake. A remake means that you recreate the game from the ground up. Changing the engine doesn't make it a remake. You obviously have to change the engine of a game if you're going to do a remaster.
What is the difference between a remake and a remaster again? The simplest way I can put it is that a remake is closer to what Zero Mission is, where you're remaking the game from like the ground up, not just like putting it on a new engine and calling it a day, but you're like actually going back almost from scratch and making the game from scratch again, such as Zero Mission and Samus Returns. Versus a remaster tends to be that you put the game in either a new graphics engine or some new gameplay engine or something like that, but you are retaining a lot of the assets from the original game. So the main goal is to just make it pretty or modernized, but without having to go through the arduous process of having to make it from the ground up.
Yeah, so, especially if you're gonna go for that extent of like a visual upgrade, you have to change the engine. There's no if or buts about it.
But that's the way I've seen it. It's mostly like a remaster means putting it on a different engine or using something else. But it really doesn't use assets from the original. I mean, by it you're saying that it uses voice lines and mocap. That's reusing, and there's also combat stuff.
And the code is still fairly the same as the other one.
Is there a way, like, when I think of a remake, it also usually puts like new things in?
No, the combat's the same, the movement the same, even the like the speed that you move is the same.
Because like I was gonna say, like, you know how in Samus Returns they tweaked the Metroids. They didn't really tweak any of the boss fights from Delta, from what I'm seeing. It's like still the same fight against the Cobras. and stuff like that. So like, they didn't really do the game from the ground up to achieve a different vision of the game. They made tweaks that make it look pretty and modernized and stuff like that. Therefore, it's more of a remaster because it's the same logic they put behind, well, Metroid Prime Remaster. They, kept some of the things, but they're just trying to make it pretty, not necessarily rebuild it from the ground up to achieve a different
A remake will be
vision.
Zelda Awakening DX. That will be a remake.
I only played the DX, so I don't know what the difference is. Well, my idea was to try and Shine Spark up there, but I guess I don't.
Shine Spark over there.
I don't have enough of a room to Shine Spark. But that's why I've always called it like the differences between the remake and the remaster is like
You change the game from the ground up.
Or when you're trying to actually offer a different vision of the same game that goes to the point that it's kind of a whole different game. Because it's like the same thing they did for the Dead Space remaster.
Yep. That one also had a different engine, but the game still played the same way.
But I haven't really played it. I've heard that there's like, what do you call it? Put new things in it, but I've yet to play it, so I don't want to say that I'm not saying that with the absolute confidence.
I can I have played both original and the remaster of Dead Space. There's a few like life quality changes that that just makes the game like run better and shit. And there's some enemy modifications, so like sometimes the remaster also like made some quality of life changes. Especially because new hardware, new controllers, they make those changes so it plays better on the newer consoles. All right, Crossduster just told me I'm gonna have to play the demo for Wise. I love Wise.
Why?
Apparently the demo is like 3 chapters long.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I was playing the new Yacht Club Games Mina demo yesterday, and that was really.
Oh shit! Is it out?
Oh, it's been out for a while, man.
Damn, they need to play the demo.
It was out in the same thing that the Nintendo Switch 2 Electric Boogaloo. Gosh, this part sucks balls, man. But I think oh shit. I think I have to do them as ice platforms. If that's the case, this is like room number 10 that I hate from this game.
Are you keeping track of like the rooms you don't like of this?
Yes, in case I ever made a review of it. Because my goal whenever I do a review and stuff like that is to try and offer like feedback on what I played.
Oh.
Like I
No, I got a really interesting question for you.
Ah, fuck.
What's a like
No, hold on, esto no puede ser.
What's an IP game that is really bad that you would like it to see from the ground up?
Akiwar, those comments are really not making me want to keep playing the game, is all I'm gonna say. If you're trying to...
This is the second worst...
If
Chad
is trying to make me keep playing this game, the this and the constant hand-holding doesn't really make me want to keep playing.
Oh, the chat has literally like told you how to progress in the game?
It's just that it's not real. A, it's not really reassuring, and then B, I'm not giving like time to figure out some stuff. So like, it makes me not read chat when I see somebody that's trying to backseat game. I don't mean to call out anyone or anything. I do like it when there's a few hints provided, but like hearing people go like, "Oh no, this game fantastic. Oh, but this is also second worst room, and oh, you're supposed to do this." I'm like, all right,
Yeah, like,
I might as well just watch somebody else play the game.
Yeah, like I feel you're being given like two different sentences. It's like, oh, this is the greatest ROM hack ever, but also every single room in this game is shit.
Like,
it's like it's either or, like. Funny.
This part really does suck though. And I'm kind of sad because I love gravity puzzles and gravity shit in my games. More so when they're tied to Nightmare. But like, I don't know how you're supposed to do this. You gotta. I feel like the easy solution to fix this. And I'm speaking it as a guy who doesn't really have much experience making these ROM hacks again. Is one, making it so that the first missile freezes rather than it being the second, because as we can see, the missiles just they don't stay in the air compared to as much as like the gravity is way crazy in this than the original game. Then you have to freeze an enemy that doesn't spawn until you're like right over it, and it can kind of hurt you. And then the freeze, once you manage to freeze the guy, he doesn't stay frozen in place long enough for me to fight the high gravity, grapple over there, jump onto the thing, and then jump onto the door. Where I think, like, if I could just, I don't know, one-shot freeze them, or some other shit would have been, like, fine. See, now I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't know why they called this normal mode.
I'm guessing this is why people were telling you to play it on easy.
Bullshit. I'm not a coward. Except I am. Why isn't there a visual to tell you where the Metroids are at? Do they have camouflage? I don't know. The story, like, there isn't much of a story going on. So far, all I've seen is just the same retelling of Metroid Fusion, but Samus is on full blast. I need to kill everything. I am the one who knocks energy. And then the rest is just like flavor text. Oh, that wasn't enough? Bullshit. Yeah, the things that you're seeing, Brian, are just the glowy things in the background. They're not like where they show up. Cause like there is one over there, but there is no a sort of silhouette. You know how, and I know that they could have done it because they did it earlier in Sector 1 where you see like the horn-toed shadows and the little residue for where the scientist guys can spawn. So like I just feel like they could have, this room could be easier if you just tweaked how. Now I can't do that because the missiles go straight down fast as fuck and the Metroid is way too low to the ceiling to give me any height. And I have to hit it twice, mind you. That wasn't enough. I like the idea of using freezing things in platform too. But I feel like it's kind of counterintuitive because you're, as a player, I feel like I'm being conditioned to not use my missiles in this room, given the fact that, like, well, that happens. So I'm trying to see, alright, I got other mobility options. I can't really use the space jump because of the gravity. So I didn't like it Metroid Dread when you're underwater without the gravity suit. That I just feel like, alright, you can just either place the blocks over here, or I thought I was being clever where they wanted me to, like, shine spark up there and then, like, move to the right, but there's 2 slopes and not enough space for me to charge the shine spark, so I feel like it's something that didn't need to be this complex. Oh, and that wasn't enough height. Like, I only get 2 grapple chances. Like, it's super precise, man. I gotta fire 2 missiles before the Metroid comes down any lower. Make sure that I'm not dying because it keeps hitting me. Freeze it. And then grapple beam my way up there so I can jump on it before it falls out. The things don't stay frozen long enough to just give me, like, enough time to do anything. So... It's like I already have the solution to the puzzle. There's no longer a puzzle. But the only thing that's keeping me from completing it is A, obviously skill issue, but B, mostly the fact that, like, the timing. And I'm playing on normal. Like, maybe if I were playing, like, an Omega difficulty, and then, like, ah, shit, oh, fuck, you know? But I feel like... Oh, okay, maybe sometime... And there's then cases, I guess, where even though my arm cannon is inside the Metroid, the missile just... Nope. Like, it's already hard enough that these things are not frozen for long enough. And I don't feel like restarting all the way from easy mode, like, from the start, because easy mode has quote-unquote different layouts and stuff like that.
Really?
Apparently. That's at least what chat told me last time. In which case, cool, but then why isn't that normal mode? You know, when you give me a game with easy mode, I see it as like, alright, this is for, like, the babies to experience what the game and or story are. While normal is the one that you're trying to cater to your core audience. Maybe I'm not part of the core audience that this is catered for, and I'm 100% okay and admit that, I guess, but... Like, this just seems a little bit too hard. Oh, I was on it. If I only had 1 more second, I pressed the jump button as soon as I fell. Because even I feel like if you played ROM hacks your entire life and shit, like, oh my gosh. This is just a little bit too excessive, especially given that the Metroids just need to be on me to start dealing damage, and the only ways I can make them spawn is being on them. Not... Que cagada.
So this one is not even a puzzle, just perfect timing.
Yeah, it's not... the puzzle is figuring out that you have to freeze the Metroids, but the rest is just like, alright. Perfection. Fuck me, man. And now I guess the Metroid wasn't positioned far enough for me to make the jump. I feel like you can still make the normal difficulty something that caters to the diehard crowd that enjoys difficult games, while still make it accessible to people who have like a lot of Metroid experience. Because like, now I gotta restart the puzzle. Now I gotta restart the quote-unquote puzzle. This is just like ass to sign. I don't mean to like, you know, shit on the hard work or anything. That's the last thing I want to do. But like, man, I'm having fun. But then there's these checkpoints or roadblocks that like, man, what's fun about being stuck in a room for 1 hour when it's not really my fault? And I do need to come back here to heal me because all of these guys respawn, and as I've seen, like for instance there, my momentum just made it so that that's the reason I took... I have to take damage in order to activate the puzzle. Isn't that fucked by itself? Oh my gosh. Now find a save room and don't fucking die. Except there's no other fucking save room. And keep in mind that these mock droids can just show up right behind you. Shit. Alright, let's see. Charge that beam. Charge that beam, because I really don't want to do that room again. I tried shine sparking through it, but I couldn't get the shine spark to work. Now that we're past the room, do you want to know another solution? Yeah, sure, I mean... If it's the shine sparking, then like I had already solved it, I just couldn't get it to work because of the slope and stuff like that. Alright, so yeah, like I said, I had already solved the bosses. No puede ser que me pusieron esa mierda ahí. Me cago en ti. Mamá huevo. ¡Qué mierda! This is why they put the ladders in Fusion. And not the grapple beam. I'm convinced. Well, I guess the power grip may be in the game. I dislike how the X flees from you. Yeah, it's... I don't mind that they flee. I think they just flee way too, like, instantaneously for you to have much of a chance to sometimes grab them. And in the case of the red X parasites that, like, come out of doors, you can go through the door and not collect the X parasite if you're too quick, just because of, like, the fusion engine, I assume. Let me guess. There's another.
There's another.
It said there's another tunnel invisible thingy around here-ish.
Maybe.
Maybe not. Oh, see, I knew it was like another little hidden passageway. Whoa, why did I jump so high there? Maybe it's just a high jump and I'm not used to it. Alright. Alright, so progress. I still haven't found a save room, but progress. And I say that so that if I die, I'm probably just gonna quit. Because I don't want to do that room again. Oh, fucking... I have a question that would be... What would be the best console to get right now? The Switch to Electric Boogaloo? Or a PS5? I guess it really depends on what you want to play. I personally am hinging more towards a PS5 because there's already a variety of like third-party games that you can play on it. Some of which the Steam Deck at this current form cannot really run that well.
Yeah,
And
sadly, they haven't done an upgrade to the Steam Deck, so there's a lot of games that don't really run on the Steam Deck.
So the only thing I say with the Switch 2 is that... Oh, fuck. It's got two of these guys and I have slow-ass gravity? Fuck. Maybe I can charge my speed booster. But I would say the PS5, just because it's like... there's a lot of games you can play on it. You can get PSN Plus sort of variety that works like Game Pass. So like you can just play a majority of the games without actually having to buy them. There's a lot of games that are still worth $60 rather than Nintendo's $80 Mario unfinished Mario Kart bullshit. It comes with an included game in the form of Astro's Playroom versus Switch 2 that makes you pay $10 to be welcomed to a tour of their system. And like there isn't much of exclusives for the system yet. So like, you know, that's the main reason I would suggest a PS5. What the fuck? Holy shit. Why are they not affected by... Why am I the only one who's affected by the gravity?
That's a very good question.
What the... Whoa, 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 where did those come from? Hello? Everything in this game is very hyper-aggressive and very hyper-gunning it for you. But that's just ridiculous. Alright, I did it. Holy crap. Now I can relax. So yeah, like I would... Oh, there's an SAX over there. That was funny.
So I'm guessing on this level you're gonna get the gravity suit, right?
I thought so. But now I am down here, so I'll just explore. Unless I'm not supposed to go down here, in which case, please let me know. I just don't want to waste my time. What the fuck? No joda. A verga, no joda. Do you want fries for these, Dev? Well, isn't that a speed booster thing that I need to come back later if I haven't seen one before? Alright, we're back up here though. Sweet! This is cool and all, but there's just some like rooms that I feel need a little bit more playtesting and tweaking. Well, I guess I gotta go down. But first, I just got an energy tank. I might as well save because I'm over here, you know? Well, aside from my frustration in this mod, how's it been, chat? Well, ROM hack. It's not really a mod, is it? Oh, fuck, I forget. There are enemies that just jump scare you out of the blue and it starts draining your health from frame 1. But that's on me for forgetting. I mean, a ROM hack could be a mod of a game if you really think about it. You're modifying.
I mean, pretty much it. You're technically modding the game into a different version of it, or adding stuff that the original didn't have.
I think it's just terms that we as a community started using, so that it's easier for us to know, like,
the difference between one and the other.
Yeah, when like you download a file, you know, you have a better idea of what to expect from it.
Yeah, because a mod basically you have to add it yourself into the game, and the ROM hack you already have it on it.
Yeah. Alright, Nightmare. Let's die. My favorite boss in the original game. It's so off-putting because it doesn't chase me quite like in the original game. Hmm. It's the hitboxes, also. Oh, shit. Ugh. So what's this deal in Fusion again? And also another M? The way I've interpreted at least another M, well, not really, doesn't really work that well. But like, you know, there's a part where they were just studying applications for like different creatures and stuff like that. In Fusion, they just say it's like a creature. There's really not like a logbook entry that tells us much about Nightmare. So like in my headcanon when I was a kid, it was just like the creature that helped control the artificial gravity on the station. But I know that that theory is like just doesn't make any sense because when you destroy him, you still have regular gravity and shit like that. Ah, shit.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, I mean, Nightmare, yeah, he was a bioweapon. Yeah, no, I know the Japanese stuff. I've played the most in the Japanese stuff, but even then, that's not much to go off. Chat, you seem to forget the Fusion is my favorite game.
Is it?
No. Seckles.
I thought your favorite game was Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
I'm not even gonna acknowledge that game. It doesn't deserve it. Especially not in a post-Xenoblade X is finally ported world. Oh, the slowdown. Sorry if I'm not reading chat, I'm just trying to beat this guy. Fuck. I feel like I almost have it. It's I gotta maybe stop using like the charge beam or something. It's just that when you tell me Metroid Fusion, my muscle memory goes to the charge beam because of how useful it is in that game. And given the fact that Nightmare is constantly moving and all this other stuff, it just makes him like an easier hitbox to hit. Why does Nightmare... Or I thought you just didn't like us anymore. Specifically you, Muser. Yeah, I don't like you anymore. But it's just you. Everybody else is fine. What is Nightmare's... Why does Nightmare attack you another M again? I mean... Why does anything attack you another M again? You know? This fairy game is the one with the tomboy lizard and the game with Elmom, I guess. Like I thought I've already made my Metroid credentials at the fact that I keep streaming Fusion and Echoes. That felt like good damage.
Alright, I'll be back real quick.
And then he was never heard from again. Alright. Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I want Metroid Prime 4 to be Metroid Prime 2 Part 2. Well, as I've mentioned in my videos, which I guess... I don't feel like I should say this, but please like, comment, and subscribe and watch it. I posted that Tanabe, who's producing Prime 4, or, you know, at least, assuming he's still producing Prime 4. He mentioned in some interviews back when Samus Returns was coming out that he was interested in continuing the Silex story, which we got a confirmation. But in that same interview, he said that he wanted to play around with the idea of making it so that we wanted to go back to Echoes and make it that like a player can explore two different worlds. But in this time he was talking more about like from a time perspective, like time periods, which when you look at the teaser trailer of Metroid Prime 4, and as I mentioned in my other video, it seems to be the case, given all the things that we see in the background. Would have been cool if Nightmare shot mini black holes, since it's a thing. Its thing was gravity. That'd be cool, but then how do you write it into the lore that like that one black hole just doesn't grow and consume the entirety of the station. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Hello, little guy. You should burp. Oh my gosh, it's a little wren. He's hopping around. Looking for bugs, little guy? Oh, goodbye. Sorry. I'm super excited for Prime 4. Me too. Nintendo Direct September 2025. Samus Returns Edition 1 on Switch 1 and 2. That'd be cool. So we're time traveling in Metroid Prime 4? Apparently. Guys, can you do a small nobody YouTuber a solid and just go watch his videos where he's explained this? I pull up even the sources and stuff. It's funny, as much as I love Fusion, most of what I play the 2D series for its gameplay, and Fusion has cool boss fights, but I feel its role design doesn't lend itself to a ton of replays or 100%. I'll beg to disagree, Gemma, because like it's the one game I 100% and replay the most. Because I think that because of its world design, you start understanding more of the different secrets that you can cheese going from one sector to the other to get the 100%. That's the whole reason, like, when I started the channel way back in the day, I made, like, here's a easy, casual way of getting 100% under 2 hours in Fusion, which is still easier than most other Metroid games. Like, I play for the gameplay, and I just like the physics of Fusion. I like the setting. I like that the rooms are very unique, so that even with all this other stuff, it's similar. And stuff like that. So I strongly dislike the last minute item hunt Fusion started. Blame Prime. I don't know why you're blaming Fusion. Well, both of them came out at the same time, but that they're dealing that's been a Metroid thing in almost every game, but you don't have to do it. Like if you don't like doing the last minute item hunt, don't blame it on Fusion because it's not really forcing you to do it. Two, Prime was the one that like more or less put that as at least a prerequisite to beat the game, because in Fusion you can just, you know, get the screw attack and go fight the SAX and finish the game. Nothing's really stopping you. But I really think that like Fusion has a lot more replayability that people are giving it credit, and some keyword some of Super you can collect them all along the way. No, and Super you also need to collect some other stuff, and in Prime, like Gemma, I think like the thing is that like what you're complaining about is just that Fusion added a prerequisite where you need 100%, and because of the limited time that they had in the more linear, there wasn't really much time for you to branch off. But the same thing happens in Super, where you gotta go back out of your way and like leave before you get to reach Mother Brain. But I'd say it's more really like Prime, because like how you're supposed to know that in your first playthrough. Then again, you know, with Fusion you could just the under 2 hours 100% ending is so inconsequential. Well, I've also played all of these extensively and I disagree, but I'm just trying to give you my take. But another thing to distract Albert Orphan is Spunky Tumble. Someone's on Birds and Lizard, yeah. I mean, I'll agree to disagree. I'll just leave it at that then. I was just trying to offer a different perspective on this stuff. But I've extensively played these games as well, and was never saying that you didn't. I was just trying to explain a different point of view. Alright, now I got the gravity suit. I can if I were a betting man, I think there's no bird outside my window. I'm looking at the window. I guess I could go somewhere around here. Aquas, maybe? There's also Sector 3, which has those lava things. Dun -dun. Thought it was a bird, but it was actually me, Mewtwo, coming to say "Caw!" I'm trying to figure out where to go. I'm sorry, chat. Hold on. I can't go through that one if I remember correctly. That's the problem when I play these, like, things that I don't know where I'm going. I can't, I hyper-focus too much. Also, yeah, Twitch chat probably isn't the best place for me to debate. Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to say that, like, I disagree with that mentality because I hear it a lot, and I just feel like, I try and look at every Metroid game in its own vacuum and not just like, well, this game did this first, and then this game did it. But, like, I feel that most of the community, no matter how much they play the game, always tend to be a little bit more, like, critical when the game is asking them to backtrack and stop collecting items, when it's kind of the point of the game. As a kid, I only saw it as more like an extra optional task I could do, rather than just finishing the game like in Zelda, you know? I saw it as like, oh, going out of my way to collect all the heart pieces. Just because I have to backtrack to collect them all doesn't necessarily make it bad, in my opinion. It just gives me something else to, like, I have the option of either doing it or ignoring it. And I'm just glad that that's the case. Versus like, alright, Metroid Prime, where it actually makes you go do through an item hunt. Fusion doesn't. This one actually is, apparently, according to what chat has told me, make us do more of that, because I need to, like, get these auxiliary generators back up at some point, but I digress. It's like, when I'm playing Fusion, one of the last things is on my mind is like, what's the 100% experience? Because, like, if that's the case, I like Dreads the least, but, like, I would see that more of like a nitpick. I have a larger criticism. There is power bombs aren't very useful in base Fusion, and it's most of what you collect. Well, that's a separate thing. Like, one power-up not being as good, in my opinion, not a big criticism. Dread is there. Power bombs are even more useless and stuff. Sure, they're not as abundant as in Fusion pickups, but, like, if we're opening the can of worms of all the other Metroid games, you know? Like, when I was playing it as a kid, I didn't really have much of an issue with how much I was using a power-up or not, because I saw the power bombs the same way I saw my beams. It's just a means to... Oh my gosh, the Ren is back. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, don't hop away. Sorry. I already lost my train of thought. Like I'm hyped. I'm hyped in Pokemon Go. They are gonna add the bird branch of the Apple Dragon. The third branch, sorry, of the Apple Dragon. It's been ages. I've
Yeah,
been waiting
because
for it.
fucking Appling, whatever the name is.
Gosh, I didn't know you had two form. It's still salty that one save point in Turian that locks you from leaving Turian. Yeah, that one sucks. Are all along the way, luckily. Oh, I'm kind of sad because I thought it was like I had to go out of my way and find these, like, what do you call it? Rooms, and that was sort of like the puzzle. Alright, so the only way I can make it to Sector 4 is through Sector 5, I guess. What are those birds called? They're a wren. Hold on, I'll look up a picture after the elevator. But yeah, power bombs can feel like collectibles for the sake of being collectibles. In a lot of Metroid games, it's useful for one of the final boss's attacks, at least in Dread. Yeah, but like, I'd rather have the power bombs be like Fusion, where like, alright, you're not using them to explore as much, but at least it's a screen nuke that you get on a point that you still have enough of a game to play it. A great Kiskadi! Anna Ren? Holy shit, it is birthday today. Holy shit, hold on, I'm taking a
It is
picture.
birthday.
Hello, Kiskadi. How are you? Oh, so cute. Alright, hold on, I'll put this. Like, I'd rather have a power-up that... I don't mind it if a power-up doesn't like, oh, you're not using this for puzzles, but you're using it for combat, or clearing rooms, or in the case of Fusion, using it as a way to, like, seal the blocks that you need to break, so it makes some of, like, the things that you have to collect usable. But, like, I just feel that, like, there's only so much that you can make a power bomb do that doesn't make it too different, or like, from a bomb, because it's just a bomb that breaks power bomb blocks and a couple of enemies here and there that just behaves like a bomb, you know? It just deals more damage. It's got a bigger radius. So as a kid, I saw it like, oh, it's a screen nuke. Same way I saw it in Super Metroid. And Super, I think, just feels more useful because there's some doors that require you to use the power bomb, but I wouldn't really say that's much of that's a house wren. Why is it called a Rufus snake? Or am I thinking about the sparrows? Yeah, Rufus named wren. I love these guys. They're so funny. And they hop around all over the place. I'm saving the picture so I can load them up. Like, I feel like I would complain more about the fact that my beams feel more useful than, like, my power bomb. But I do agree that maybe power bombs could be being, yes, less by tank. Lizard? What about Leisure? Also Hypon. I'm actually reading chat now, as I'm looking for the birds that were in my window right now. If it was a Karakara, I would have stopped streaming altogether. So... here's the birds. Here's the first one. A Rufus named wren. They're very vocal. Let me see if I'm gonna open eBird so I can also play the sounds for you guys. I used to show these as videos when I started the streams, but then the people who uploaded those videos, like, copyright, whatever. These are the birds. gosh, I love them. They're so cute. So yeah, that's a Rufus-named wren. They're insectivores. They're actually kind of cool because they're one of the few birds that raise chicks as a actual family and community, rather than it just being relegated to the parents. So you'll often see like a group of 6 or so wrens hopping together, and they're all like a brood or like a flock, I should say. And despite it being the chicks of 2 parents, like the other ones in the same group will try and their best to bring them insects and stuff they eat because their diet is mostly insects, which is what they use their beak for. Um, and I guess that when you live where I live, and bugs are more Pokemon than bugs, given their size. And here's the great Kiskadee. This is the other bird. This is way larger than the wren, at least 2 or 3 times larger than a wren. I'd say a wren is about twice the size of a sparrow, give or take. These are some of the biggest kingfishers you can find, and they sound like this. Here's the call. That's where they get their name. Kiskadee. You hear them a lot in like the Americas.
Do you now?
Yeah. They actually have a crown. Like,
What about you? Do you have a crown?
no, I don't. I'm not a kingbird flycatcher. Hold on. I'm looking at a picture where you can see like the crest, because they're like cardinals and other birds that you might find in the U.S. Kiskadee, Kiskadee, Kiskadee. Yeah, there they are. They look super cute and silly. The little crown mohawk. So these are like some of the larger kingbirds, flycatchers that we find over here. They all kind of look the same in the sense that they have a brown back, yellow chest, and then the black and white in their face. But and the ones that we get are boat-billed flycatcher, social flycatcher, tiny flycatcher, tropical kingbirds, and then the great Kiskadee. So there's like 5 or 6. They look different, and usually the best way of the difference is the call and sound they do. Oh, look, here's another picture. And then and this is the other bird I saw this morning before doing the stream. All of these were like in my neighborhood, like out the window type of shit. I looked out the window and these were there. This is a crested caracara. It's one of the 2 types of caracara I've seen around my house. These are falcons, not hawks. They're known as the land falcons, where because they normally like to walk hunting their food rather than what most falcons do, where they perch in a particular place, and once they find a meal, they'll just go and get it. But yeah, I get like there's a pair that comes over.
A pear?
Yeah, there's 2 of them. So they come
Oh, I
along.
thought you meant the fruit.
They show up a lot, and they're foraging for food and stuff like that. And aside from that, the other caracara subspecies I've seen here, as well as the yellow-headed caracara. I've actually seen the crested caracara I've shown before, like fight against this caracara just because like get off my turf and stuff like that. They're super cool. They got like these specialized wings that not only allow them to hover for a while, but get a lot of lift from where they are on the ground and stuff like that. As far as I can remember, these are only available in the Americas. But I'm not really sure at the moment. And then I did see this on my backyard the other day. It was way too quick for me to take a picture, and I was freaking the fuck out. But I also had this one. Oh my goodness, this picture is big. Yeah, toucan. I had a little toucan come on my window the other day. Which is hyper rare. Like, I cannot begin to tell you how strange.
Okay, I'll be back.
Strange it is to see a rainbow-billed toucan just chilling in your backyard with your birds, while in the middle of like the city and stuff like that. Like, these birds usually are in the rainforests and what have you, but it was too quick to fly out. My minion, well, yeah, it's kind of like my minion. This is a, I believe in a rainbow build toucan. I'm not sure if it's that or the keel build. I always get them confused. The one I have a minion that you gave me, Pawn, is this one, which is a Toko toucan. Hence the Toko Tokito name it has in 14. These ones are more South American toucans versus the other one, which is more Central America, North America toucans. Toko Tokito. So cute. Also, you wrote Tosito. I believe it's Toquiuito because it's like following Spanish rules. Toko. But the Toko is correct because that's how you would write Toko Toucan. Toko Tokito. Yes, it's Tokito like taquito, which is what I'm assuming the name is from, or just like a cute way of saying Toko. The more you know. Nah, you're good. You're good. I mean, I was just being like the Spanish. Oh, that's not how you write it. That says Tosito, not Toquito. If they put it with a K, you would still read that as a ka-ki sound, you know? But I think it's the same in English, where the C and I makes more of a S sound, right? Pawn, stop being horny on main. Stop looking at Clive Rossfield looking very handsome and stuff. That was sure he was on your feed. Alright, back to Metroid. And before anybody says, well, this is Metroid, we were talking about birds. Chozos. I forget that the navigation in this game is never fucking easy. How do I get back to Sector 4? At least I think I have to go to Sector 4. I got like the gravity suit. Oops, sorry for hitting the mic. Nice bird lecture. I really liked it. Well, thank you for listening to my TED Talk about it. I really like birds, so if there's ever... I can always give you more bird factoids. I like to imagine that they made Ravenbeak not a raptor, but like what you call it, a raven. It's because a group of ravens is called an omen, and I think that would just fit too well with what happens in Dread for them not to go with that idea. Then again, they could have also made him a crow, and like, you know, a murder of crows, given that he murdered all the Felhas and whatever. Burp lectures with Albert married to his Tombow lizard spunky wife. Orpheon. Fuck off. I can't even be angry at that one. Well, seems like a very inconvenient way to get a Sector 5. I'm not even gonna lie. We all have our hobbies and interests. I don't have any. All I have are things. And now combining bird facts with Metroid lore, insane. There's a lot more. There's a Chozo video I wanted to do, but like I gotta limit how many bird things do I say. Well, I made it back to Sector 5, but now I gotta make all the way over there to get to Sector 4, but we found a way. Hooray! So when will the birds start engineering jellyfish to combat amoeba? How do we know that it's not over? Oh, fuck. I was here earlier and I forgot about that. How do we know they're not doing that somewhere off in space?
And back again.
Birds related in some way? Well, you know, the main, one of the main school of train of thoughts that we used to have is that we believed reptiles to be the closest, like, living dinosaurs we have nowadays, but turns out it's birds.
But in reality, it's birds.
Like, after spending all this time me looking at birds, I believe it. I see it. Like, just look at their little feetsies. They got little dinosaur feet. But there you go. I mean, they both, I guess, lay eggs. That's a way that could be related, right? Shit. All birds are dinosaurs, but not all dinos are birds. Yeah. It's the same way as not all parakeets are parrots, but not all parrots are parakeets. You know? Because there is a difference between parakeets and parrots. It's mostly the size and then, like, the type of communities and environments that they live in. Parakeets are, like, you know, Quaker parrots, budgies, and stuff like that. They're still considered parrots, but not all parrots are parakeets. This is... Oh, I'll just collect this power bomb item since we were all making a big fuss about their usability in Fusion. I say that as a joke, of course. Alright, give me 2 seconds. I just can't get over the fact that T-Rex actually had feathers. I mean, to relieve stream to go watch random flying birds from his room. More on page 69.
Huh.
This part was fun last time with freezing of the Varia suit and all that other mechanic. Who knows where we'll be a million years as a species? Probably dead. Giving our track record with the planet. And I don't mean to sound like doom and gloom, but...
I mean, you're not wrong.
We'll be on Mars. Don't worry, chat. We'll be in Jupiter by then.
Oh shit, Albert.
Yeah.
Zed's the first episode gonna go live on YouTube everywhere.
Yeah, I saw yesterday. Oh shit, there's a boss here?
I need to send that to a friend of mine.
Oh, it's... Hey, box.
Huh. So they rebuild the new marble cards for Magic,
Yeah.
and they're Spider-Man related.
Yeah, I know. It's the first set because they only have one of the 5 Infinity Stones.
Yeah, that's what I was to say. And I saw the Infinity Stone they're using for the Spider-Man set.
It won't be in the in the digital versions either.
It's literally for Terra. It's a black card, and it's literally for returning target creatures into the battlefield.
Is Terra in black though?
Terra's black. Terra's black, white, and red.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I mean that works.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming the card is commander legal.
Yeah, no, it is.
Commander has its own ban list, and it's community oriented.
Oh well, so then I don't know so far. It should probably it is. Probably it's not because
it's a community format, not Wizards now does thinks to support it, but it's mostly handled by the community, which is part of the reason I like it.
So reading the card, I don't think it's gonna be commander legal then.
Huh?
Reading the card, I don't think it's gonna be commander.
What does it do?
It's indestructible.
Is it Soul Stone?
It's a Soul Stone.
Okay,
yeah.
Then I know which one it is.
Yeah, indestructible. Pay a fuckload of mana, and then it has infinity ability.
And what is the infinity ability? That's the one I don't get.
Oh, okay. So infinite ability means that you can just use it. No payments, you can use it anytime.
Per turn, I assume.
Yeah, because it only works at the beginning of your Onked, and you can return a target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield.
This fight sucks ass. Get on the roof, you dumb robot. I can't charge my beam while I somersault to hit you better. Because this is a fusion super mod that doesn't do it that.
No, you cannot charge while you're...
Somersaulting? No.
Yeah.
No, don't die to this, Albert. Yeah, there's been a lot of things that are kind of booty cheeks. It's still a fun mod, but... And I know that chat gives me, like, a reason number 4,457, but... you know, I'm still trying to be objective playing a ROM hack. There we go. We did it. Yeah, also the music could have been longer than 16 seconds. Alright, wave theme, so... I guess I have everything. No. Everything in the base game, at least. Except for screw attack. Diffusion missiles. Yeah, the main issue with the X-Core wasn't slowly approaching me. It was long as fuck. Yes, the box scene was short, but I think Mewtwo's comment is that the original game, this is a mod. Why not change it? Why not add a little bit of medley? But the thing I wanted to say with the problem with the Marvel carts is that they will create even more problems because like you know how you have the Soul Stone?
Yeah.
It's not called the Soul Stone, or does not look like the Soul Stone in the virtual game. It has a different name because they only have the rights for the physical card game, not the digital one. So whatever Spider-Man is will be like some other Magic the Gathering original character with a different name. So people will have to potentially learn way more names for more cards and stuff like that.
Oh, so literally, okay, I get what you meant. Okay, so literally Marvel is like, oh yeah, you cannot use them.
Like, like imagine if you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's tabletop and you play a Stardust Dragon, but Stardust Dragon does not exist in the digital game. Its effect exists on another other card called the Dark Physician.
Yeah, exactly. Again. And good reference on that one. Good Dark Physician.
I know about the original hardware and the limitations, but I don't think that... I don't really see how adding more to a song would be limiting to... just extending the loop from 16 seconds to 30 seconds, maybe. You know?
Unless, like, you're literally forcing the game into, like, this is how much data I'm gonna work with. But since how much is being added,
I know that songs, chat, I know that songs take place. Why you guys are being, like, if I didn't know. But I was just trying to say, like, for being a ROM hack, I think that you're going out of your way to do all these songs in different sound font files, then more or less taking up the same space. Why not extending it for 30 more and making it... There's ways you can go around it. It's called compression. Or MIDIs.
Yep.
Why is everybody so defensive over the
music?
Oh no, over the like I feel like I mention a thing and it's immediately somebody like, you know, immediate defense, like if I were David Jaffe or some shit.
Oh, you got the gravity suit. I just noticed.
Yeah, I defeat Nightmare.
Are there more levels with like weird gravity? Because if not, that's gonna be.
Like, music data does not take... Audio data does not eat as much space as you think.
Yeah, no, the compression is a thing that you can do. It doesn't really affect much of the sound.
I've seen plenty of talented composers just add way more music to ROM hacks that are trying to do the same thing. So, it was just like, alright, more of a nitpick. It's just that I feel that because this fight goes just a little bit longer than the original box, or it doesn't have as much of the overlaying sound effects that say the Sector 3 boss fight has, it makes the short loop way more noticeable. I wouldn't say it's a negative of the game, it's just like an observation. Given how much the dev went into adding all these other things that weren't in the original game, that, you know, the whole Edecoons with the X-membrane that you're supposed to collect for whatever thing bonuses, those weren't in the game, and they usually take an entire room with some destructible blocks and then other things, so, you know. Actually? Fuck you, Brian. Missile level 4. What is this? Super duper ultra missiles? No. I'm just gonna assume they deal more damage. Oh, okay. It's the fusion missiles in a way that makes more sense. That also takes memory space. now I'm just being a dick on purpose.
Good, good. You have learned from me well. So now you have a super missile that like just like does AoE.
Yeah. This would have been way useful in the previous sector when I was trying to do that stupid jump. Does this have a secret message like in the original game?
I don't know. Maybe?
I'm assuming not, given that it's a whole different narrative. I meant in the game as a whole, not just this area. Mind you. There's a boss over there.
There's a boss over there? Wait, we'll go kill it.
Actually, when Samus sticks around for more than 10 minutes at him, we'll play a random secret message each time. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's neat.
I still haven't interacted with the game over, like, deaf screen options. Maybe I should do that.
Next time on the Orpheon, Albert will play Senra Kagura without getting banned.
That's impossible challenge. Yeah, there's an SAX nearby, and I'm just trying to find a save room. Well, let's go save. I might do the saxophone part in the next stream. I might just call it a stream here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, got news for you, but I can't wait for the after the stream.
All right. I'm just backtracking to a save room. Question: are they still able to one-shot you? I don't really know. It's been a while since I've like encountered the SAX before, so.
Probably. My assumptions. I don't know. Does the
In the original Fusion, you wouldn't buy the SAX again until, like, once you get the gravity suit, you fight him, or it, or her, or whatever. Only at the actual final boss of the game. So I'd assume that if we're following the same logic of the original game, the answer would be no. But then again, as we've seen, this doesn't really follow the original. rules of the game. Best ways to test it out next stream? I can afford to just maybe go and fuck around and find out with that. Wow, these missiles are kind of ridiculous. I'm not complaining, but wow. Every... This area is a sign that you theoretically can do not suitless? What do you mean? Do not. Can, don't, do not. You can't? Or that you can do it suitless? Oh, you can do it suitless. Cool. My main concern with the level design is just that I don't like the over-reliance on fake walls. Did I just go? Yeah, I just went back in circles. Mermaid pirate. I hate him as well, but there's some insane shortcuts. Well, like, I like my sequence break for shortcuts when you can kind of get a clue about them, similar to like how it is in Dread. But because at least I guess in that game you have like the scanner thing.
I hate how Twitch now pauses the stream if you are not tapped into it.
Really?
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, now if you're not like actively active on chat, it doesn't count as a...
Why?
Because Twitch are assholes and they wanna... Well, their actual reason is they wanna...
We'll glue
up,
people
like,
to
bots.
our thing so that we can advertise to them through the people they want to support.
Yes, that's the actual reason. The reason they say is, oh, we want to prevent bots. Which I'm okay. You know what? That's a fair option, but I'm pretty sure that's not it.
It's not done anything.
Yeah. You're only preventing viewer bots, but those bots are gonna upgrade into talkative bots at some point.
Yeah.
You're not gonna stop anything. You just want people to be glued on the screen so you can advertise to them.
Isn't the world wonderful?
Yep. You're trying to like navigate into a safe room?
Yes. Since I'm already here, you know. Didn't really give much of the chance of the SAX to shoot at me, but that's their problem, not mine. Why isn't this deemed 16 seconds? Too much memory space. I say this as a joke. I don't mean to make anybody else feel bullied or whatever. I'm just following along with the jokes that we've established on the stream.
I'm gonna bully you.
You always do that anyways.
Well, Pawn does it more than I do.
Yeah, I know you're making a bit, Mewtwo. That's why it's following along with it.
Mewtwo making bits.
Or is
Candleless. Did you just save an animal?
he? Yes. That's the one I was telling that I found last stream, but then I didn't do it because I died in
Because you'd rather save the frames.
Yeah. The bullying isn't gonna be more than 16 seconds, sadly. That's a good one. The bit. Thank you, Mute. Right, there's a save room right over there. Oh, fuck, I can't use that save room because I gotta... Wait, is the water level up? It should be up. No, it's not up, so I can't use that save room. Ugh. I gotta go... Tomboy Leaser. Fuck you, game. I said Tomboy Lizard.
You know what?
I gotta increase the bit fee.
Here you go, Chad. Any of you can make 5 lizard jokes. Of the kind that you already know what it is. I paid the fee in advance for everybody here.
Nobody wants to take the offer.
Apparently.
Oh, there it is.
Tomboy girl for lizard.
I feel like I went really out of my way just to find a safe room that I could just walk into and save. Does the joke has to be 16 seconds long? Yes. Alright. There we go. Okay. Well, this is what I'm going to be calling it a stream for today. Whether or not I'm back here tomorrow will mostly depend on the packing and stuff that we have to do. Now I want a Donner. Yeah, me too. But, you know, I'm still having fun. I still think it's a great mod. I feel like I end this disclaimer on every other stream. But like I still have to call the flaws and stuff here and there that I see. Getting to the save room definitely took more than 16 seconds. Spunky Leaser Tomboy, my wife. Queen. All of them in one. But you know, all I was trying to say when I mentioned these frustrations is just like I don't really want to. I'd rather be genuine with you guys than like pretending to enjoy or not enjoy something that I don't. And I feel that for some of these, shortcomings or whatever you want to call them, can be like some of them can be relatively simple fix for what I feel like when playing a game and stuff like that. So he's not going to be able to beat the game within 60 seconds. Wait until I find an exploit by accident that allows me to warp from like the beginning of the game to the credits.
Right.
But you know, Aside from that, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that my frustration and my whining and complaining are fun to watch, or else at least mildly entertaining. And stuff like that. I will probably go watch the F-Zero video again and stuff like that, so I can upload it. I'm working still on the Metroid Prime lore video, and for that one, I probably gonna take a little bit longer, and also ask people for like a little bit of a peer review, and sort of just make sure that all the things are fine and whatever. If people ever want another uh bird fact, feel free to uh DM me on fucking Discord. I have a lot
Number
of it.
3,
Obviously,
birds
if
fly.
if I make a game and I give you a copy, I'm obviously gonna wait for some feedback. Lizard Tomboy tonight. Oh hey, it's Go Lizard Tomboyant. Yay, Chad, you're fucking killing me slowly. Also, look at it, Chad. It's Yoshi P, the developer of the game, the director, producer of the game. He showed up to talk to my lizard. He was able to have a chat with my lizard. It's an event they do every year to celebrate the game's anniversary. Yoshi P shows up. Can you check Discord in a minute? Sure. Like I, I can totally. Elmom? Oh my goodness. Is that an Elmom? The bird facts were fun. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear. I really like a lot of bird. I like birds in general. Bird fact question: do the birds know if the lizard is a tomboy? Well, from what I've heard, the answer is no. Yoshipi even he knew the lizard was a tomboy. No, Yoshipi actually says that he's not. She's not. He says that she's not. I can't speak English today. Mierda. Y de seguro tampoco voy a poder hablar español después de esto. Stream
You're not gonna
memes?
be able to speak at all.
Oh, hold on. There's stream memes. I can show those before I call it. All right. Hold on. I'm loading it up. Me too. Show me proof of his claim that he said that in fact she ain't. Well, Brian, I asked you to show me proof of him saying that she is.
And we have.
Until then, it's Schrödinger's lizard. All right. Here's the meme that Mewtwo made for the stream. Execution is for masochist, which is why I called it a Kaizo ROM hack the other day. Sure, it's not as a bullshit constantly as a Kaizo ROM hack, but you know, it's when I go back and I think of how many challenges I've had, they're kind of like masochistic. Then yeah. Okay, we need to fill up the game with useless space. High res textures, new features, longer than 16 seconds box theme. Is that the only one, Mewtwo? Yeah, I think so. Well, in that case, I will. We need one for the invisible walls. I feel like I could make so many memes out of the game, but so far I think that like I just wish that the normal mode was more geared towards like all right, I'm a Metroid Fusion or Super Metroid enjoyer. I've played the games a lot and don't necessarily need to have a Kaizo, but mode, and then easy mode is just for like you've never played Metroid before. Here you go. But we've already gone about that. But that's it for me. I'll catch you guys some other time. Have a fantastic day or night, and take care. Bye bye.